Hey America, here we are one more time, trying to fight the good fight of faith here against this crazy, ignorant administration that we got running this country right now, folks. It's amazing to me, folks. I'm just going to go ahead and say it. You can just call me a racist, because that's what I'm going to be for the rest of my life. And if they don't like it, they can lump it, because I'm not going to back down. It's time to stand up and speak up. It's time to be what you're going to be, folks. But my definition of a racist is a little different than what Al Sharpton and Jesse and all the other people, ACLU and all they call it. My definition of a racist is a rational American combating ignorant socialist traitors. Folks, that stands for racist right there. A rational American combating ignorant socialist traitors, folks. And that's what we're doing. This administration, folks, that we've got in charge of this country right now is doing nothing but destructing America. Folks, every day that passes, I've been putting these on here now for 5-6 months, ever since 2008 that he come into office, folks. And I don't care if he's black, yellow, purple, pink, green. I don't care if he's a damn Martian. It don't matter, folks. The guy is un-American. That's the whole key right there. He is a Muslim un-American, folks. He's not for this country. He's not for the Christian people. He's not for the American flag. He's not for the protection of America, to defend America, to swear and do what he said that he would do on the day that he was sworn to oath, to uphold the Constitution. Folks, he's destroying the Constitution. He's not upholding the Constitution. And all these left-wing liberal retards and all these rhino Republicans that are changing their mind, losing their balls, and getting on that side and saying that, folks, you need to vote them out. That's all I can say. In 2014, but the way the world's turning right now, folks, the conservative, God-fearing, Christian, Bible-believing, flag-waving, gun-toting, law-abiding citizen, we're on the outs. That's just the way it is, folks. We are being overrun by queers, Muslims, ignorant, stupidity, immoral people. That's what this country's coming to, folks. Look at it around you every day. You know, you got a president that's more worried about queers coming out of the closet than he is a great American like Chris Kyle, that was one of the greatest snipers, the greatest sniper that ever lived. Did his family get a phone call or anything happen? No, all they did was try to oppose his funeral. But yet a queer could come out of the closet, and the first thing Obama does is freaking call him on the telephone and congratulate him. My God, America, where the hell are we at? What are we doing? It's amazing to me, folks, what this dictator tyrant, I'm going to say it, what this dictator tyrant is pushing on this country, folks. For you folks that voted for him, hope and change, here's your change, folks. You're getting it. You're fixing to get 11 million illegals over here that you got to deal with their family and everything else that don't pay taxes, that all of a sudden they're going to be given legal citizenship, folks, to take our jobs when they should be pushed back across that border and a border fixed and take responsibility for our country, folks. That's what a president's supposed to do. Right now, to everybody that's in this world, the United States of America is weak. We are defeatable. We are vulnerable. We are everything that we can do on the opposite side of what we should be, folks, thanks to this one person that's in charge in his administration. Folks, he's an evil, destructive, immoral person to be running this country. And that's what he's doing. He's ruining this country, folks. You can look at it. Let's just look at the Benghazi attack, folks. That still is not cleared up. He still hasn't said one thing about it. And he ain't going to, folks, unless you keep pushing it. Hillary Clinton lied through her freaking teeth, and now she wants to be president. Folks, what is this country coming to? It's amazing. If it's up to me, I'm gonna freaking move to the mountains, and they're gonna have to come find me. You can't, if you're against the homosexual, if you're against the illegal immigrants, if you're for the gun grab and for everything that's immoral and everything that's un-American, then you fit right in. But if you stand up against it and say anything against the queers, against Obama, against his administration, against the illegals that's in this country, against this worthless judicial system we have that does not work, hello, Obama, look at Chicago, your city, where you're supposedly from, which is a lie. They got more crime in that city than they do anything. Why ain't we worried about that instead of worried about global climate change that ain't even happening? Why ain't we worried about the crime in this country? Why ain't we worried about the millions and millions and millions of babies that are aborted that you stand for every year? You know, why ain't we fighting stuff like that instead of stupid stuff trying to get my gun from me, a law-abiding citizen that ain't never killed nobody? How come is it, folks, that every time a law is broken in this country, the good people are guilty rather than the lawbreakers, folks? Why is that? That is bass backwards from the way I believe. You know, anytime a law is broken by these freaking riddling infested stupid people that they think they're going to rehab, that they can't rehab, but they let them out of prison because we can't afford them with the sequester. We can't afford to keep them in prison because we're more worried about sending money to Egypt and taking care of our terrorist enemies than we are about taking care of folks, stuff that's happening in our own country, folks. This is the most un-American, stupid, ignorant administration I've ever seen in this country, folks. And he's getting the Republicans to be on his side, which I believe, if it's all comes out in the wash, they got to be paid to do this, folks. There's got to be money funded to accounts to take care of their families. How do you get John McCain, a 50-year veteran of the Army, of the Navy, of the Marine Corps, of the military of America, a veteran, a great American, to turn his back on his own party? How do you get that to happen? I would say money, because people do stupid stuff for money, folks, and that's exactly what I believe is happening. You know, you got all these people, Lindsey Graham, even Mark Rubio is supposed to be the great young and upcoming stand up for the Republican Party and help fight for what's right. He's done changing his ways now, you know, because he don't want to be labeled as a racist, folks, which is a radical American, a rational American trying to fight this crap that's going on. You know, that's exactly what's happened. You know, if you want to take that Bible and throw it out the window, which is what this country's done, then everything, let's have a free-for-all. You know, what's next? You know, in my Bible tells me in Leviticus 18:22 that a man lying with a man is an abomination to God. Well, apparently if in this world that don't matter anymore because they've done throw God and the Bible out. So it is a free-for-all. What's next? Well, you're going to give rights to the transgender people next? Is that the next thing that's coming up? I would assume it is. That's what they're going to do, folks. It's amazing, folks. He's more worried about this climate change than he is the judicial system and the crime in America. You know, the violence that we've got in this country by repeat offenders, folks. Repeat offenders. That's what we got. But yet he wants to go after the law-abiding citizens' guns and take them. Why is that? And why is the Department of Homeland Security stocking ammo? Folks, you don't have to be a fifth grader to figure this crap out. If you just look at it for what it is. He's a tyrant, Hitler, trying to take over America, folks, and he's going to do it. If he gets your guns, if they get in 2014, if they take over the House, you can kiss it goodbye, folks, because it's going to happen. You will not have rights to your gun. He will take it over, folks. Just like this Boston bombing that Russia tried to warn us, tried to warn our system that does not work, this terrorist system we got, that these people were terrorists and that they were capable of doing this. We could have prevented the Boston bombing, but did we? No. This president we got won't even call him a terrorist. That's how pathetic, sickening this is, folks. He's on the terrorist side. So what does that tell you? He's un-American. That's exactly what it tells me. He's not for this country. He's not to help us out. He's against us, folks. And it's already too late to figure that out for you people that ain't figured it out, that's still on his side, that's changing your mind and fighting for it. You're stupid. That's just all you can say. You can't fix stupid. Ron White, my old good buddy from right here in Texas, he's got it right. You cannot fix stupid. And these people have been obamatized into stupidity. There's nothing else you can say about it, folks. It is just plumb stupid. Let me give you another example. This big tight end, $40 million man, football guy, you know. Okay, let's find out the truth about him now. He's a gang member, big gang banger, you know. And you got people like Geraldo that gets on the news and says, well, it's his agent's fault. His agent that gets 10% of 40 million should be taking care of this guy. My God, America, that's worse than somebody driving through the McDonald's line and spilling their own coffee on their own self and suing and winning. That's where this started. That's where the stupidity actually started, and it gets worse every day, folks. Be a man. Be a John Wayne kind of man. Stand up, get some balls. If you're a man and got some balls, stand up and be a man. If you're gonna have the balls to go commit the crime, have the balls to stand up and say, yeah, I did it, give me my punishment. If not, don't do it. You know, if we had a public hanging like we ought to have in this country every Saturday at noon at every courthouse for you sap suckers that do crap like this, the crime rate in this country would drop to nothing. I promise you that. That's a way to fix the crime in this country, folks, is to have a hanging, public hanging, every Saturday at every courthouse for people that did stuff like that murders people. If DNA proved it, you got 24 hours to say bye to your mama because you're going to hang. It would fix this country. It would fix it. Instead of Muslims coming over here and bringing the Sharia law and wanting America to conform to Muslims and to conform to their way of living, try going to Mexico and try to take what you believe in over to Mexico and try to change Mexico, folks. You'll be in jail. You can't go to another country and change their laws to fit you like America does. That's why we're falling, folks. You got to stand up for your principles and what this country was founded on, which they've already pushed plumb out the window. God, the Ten Commandments, the moral things that are right, a family, standing up for your family, fighting for your country. Folks, everything that these people have fought for in every war that we've ever fought is coming down to meaning nothing, because the rights that they fought and died for, that you've lost kinfolk for, brothers, sisters, moms, dads, everything that they fought for, folks, is being annihilated by this worthless Muslim un-American we got running this country. It happens every day. Look at the crap, the turmoil, the dislodging of the White House and this whole system since he's become president, folks. Our deficit has doubled since George Bush got out in 2008. And this sapsucker, un-American, actually had the gall to call George Bush un-American and unpatriotic for spending his kids' inheritance at $8 million deficit, folks. Now we're at almost 17. Folks, wake up. This guy is running this change that he said he was going to bring. It's here, folks. It's called running America. That's the change. It's changing it from Christianity to Islam. That's the change it, to pushing out morality and the family and bringing in queers and giving them rights and pushing them down our throats, folks. And it's called getting your guns from you. It's called a takeover, folks. It all boils down to a takeover, folks. That's exactly what the change of Obama is. And if you stupid, ignorant, left-wing liberal retards that's on his side, you need to have an American check. You need to look in the mirror and see where your balls went, because you ain't got none. And you so-called Republicans that are swapping sides now, that are jumping to his side, need to be lynched. Y'all need to be taken out and prosecuted. Everybody, like this Eric Holder retard and all this crap that happened in Benghazi and this Fast and Furious and all these people that have done stuff, folks, that have got Americans killed, and they want to wash their hands of it. Their hands are filthy. They're dirty, folks. They got blood on their hands, folks, and they're not even being prosecuted. That is terribly wrong in this country. But yet they want to come and take my gun. Come on, son of a gun, I dare you. Come to my house. Try to come take my gun. You come to my house and you're going to be unloaded on. I'm going to stand up and fight. I'm going to be like the Davy Crockett at the freaking Alamo, folks. I'm going to draw a line in the sand and I'm going to shoot anybody that comes over my wall. If you want that to happen, bring it on. If that's what you want to do, and you're going to try to do that to me, you're going to try to take my rights as a law-abiding, tax-paying citizen, you're going to try to come take my gun from me and tell me I can't have it when that's my right, born as an American, but yet you want to give these illegals all this amnesty and all this crap that they can do what they want to do. People come over here from these other countries to get 7 years of tax-free to start a business, and I've been paying tax since I was 15 years old. Come on, America, stand up. It's time to get mad. It's time to fight for what you believe in. If you're going to be a limp-wristed panty waist and just go with the flow and say everything's okay, then get out of my way, because I'm not going to stand for it. I'm coming. I'm going to stand up. I'm going to fly my flag. I'm going to take my Bible and my family, and I'm going to hold on to them, and I'm going to fight for them. I'll die for them. If that's what it takes, by God, bring it on. I'm not going to be some limp-wristed un-American. I believe I was born in this country, raised in this country, and I'll fight and I'll die for this country. I'm not going to let some Muslim dictator tell me what I can and cannot do. It ain't going to happen. Folks, we need people to stand up, speak up, look up, get your head out of the sand and see what's going on, folks. It is a takeover. That's what's coming. Bottom line, a 5th grader can see it, and if you're too stupid to understand that that's what's happening, then you're on the wrong side, folks. Let's go back to what they're saying, that what they're calling old Chuck here a racist. Thank God I am one, and I'll be one till I die. Definition of a racist, folks: rational American combating ignorant socialist traitors. That's a definition of a racist, and that's what I am. Come on, America, stand up, speak up, fight against this. Don't take it standing down, folks, or you're going to lose your Second Amendment. You're going to lose your First Amendment. You're going to lose everything that you stood for, everything that people died for. We're losing if you don't stand up and speak up against this tyrant we got. Don't be scared. Don't be scared to stand up and speak against them. You know, the queers ain't scared. They're all coming out in groves, hugging each other on national TV, celebrating. The president's calling and congratulating them. You know, is that right in America? I don't believe so. So I'm gonna stand up and fight it. Him trying to get my gun. Do you believe that's right? I don't believe that's right. I'm gonna stand up and fight it. Him pushing these illegals into our country and pushing it down our throat to accept it. I don't believe that's right. I'm gonna stand up and fight against it. I'm not changing my mind. I'm gonna have some backbone and stand up for what I believe in. That's what what is wrong with this country, folks. We've lost our balls. We've lost our backbone. Nobody stands up and they're afraid. They're scared of being labeled a racist, a homophobe, a Christian. They're scared of being labeled what they really are, so they're folded. Well, to me, that's un-American. You can't do that. You know, it's un-American, folks. Stand up, be an American, stand up for your rights and fight for them, or you're going to lose them. That's the bottom line. God bless America.